Hello, and welcome to the Rotten Commentatoes podcast. Today we're going to be looking at...
Wait. Do you have Audacity running?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
All
Are
right.
you done interrupting me?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, fuck it. Baby Driver, the movie that we're watching. We're already going, Darren, by the way. I'm not cutting any of
Okay.
this
All
out.
right.
All right, but before we get into Baby Driver, Darren came to me with a quandary shortly before we started recording. He has a friend on Facebook that lost a hand recently, and
I don't think it was recently.
Oh, it wasn't even recent. Okay, so Darren hasn't seen this guy in 7 years, and he wants to know how he lost the hand, but he's too much of a wimp to just ask him. And I said there's only one option, and that's that he says, yo, what the fuck happened to your hand? And the guy will, A, never talk to him again, and they haven't talked in like 7 years, so he gives a shit, or B, he'll find out what happened to the hand. So I want everybody, we're taking callers right now to see if
Taking callers. You realize that there's a small chance.
I am from Romania. If you want to see someone's hand chopped off, I can do $50. I'm very close to God.
Oh my god.
We should probably restart the podcast.
I don't know. I'm okay with this.
Nah, fuck it. Okay, Baby Driver. Amazing opening scene. I love when he's drumming on shit, and that song was really cool. Like, it had a really strange arrangement. So I was kind of excited right off the bat for this movie, and the driving scenes are pretty great too. And I'm not a big car chase guy. I find it kind of boring. But this movie did it well. It did everything well, and especially with him always having headphones in, like sound design versus the visuals, and how that hearing problem kind of interplays with the plot is amazing, and it makes the movie very interesting. But
it's choreographed
in
a very
and it's
way.
kind of it's a little bit surreal. I think everybody else is in a serious movie, and Baby Driver is kind of like with the audience in that he's not taking it very seriously, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what happens is kind of like the rest of the characters in the movie for the third act become absurd with Baby Driver, and I don't think it worked. It was just fucking stupid, to be quite honest, at the end. But we'll get there eventually.
Yeah. We shall.
Yeah, I like the scene right here where he's walking down the street, kind of dancing and getting in everybody's fucking way, playing.
Some of the lyrics from the song are spray painted on the city walls.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of cool.
It kind of gives him. It's like he's got kind of like a charmed life. He definitely gets something that everybody else doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, he's woke.
Yeah. Which I guess happens when your mom dies or your parents die. I also didn't get, and I know I've done a play on Asperger's already. It's one of my biggest things that I like to accuse people of having in movies like this. But
when we released the first episode that we did, you like to mention Asperger's a few times in that, I think.
I did. But with this guy, do you think he has a developmental problem, or do you think it's just trauma from the car accident?
I think it's just trauma from the car accident. I think he likes to be in his own head, and I think he's only interested in interactions that are necessary. I think he's a no nonsense kind of guy when it comes to that.
But he's also full of nonsense.
Yeah, and the way he behaves and the way he presents himself. But I think at the end of the day, like, they're all sitting there, like, this scene here, they're in the elevator and Buddy's kind of being a bit of a dick. John Hamm and his hot wife are kissing.
They treat him like a piece of furniture.
Yeah, and he's not too bothered. He doesn't seem too bothered by stuff.
I guess it's kind of like he's stunted when other people are around, but when he's by himself, he likes to fuck around a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just an inability to function normally.
Yeah.
Which we can all get behind, guys. We can all get behind. Hey, Darren, you want to shut up your dog before I come up there and beat you up?
Bring it. Bring it on, motherfucker!
Oh, Darren, I am a pussy. I can't wait. Can't wait for you to punch me in the mouth.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Ed Norton in Fight Club. I want to get beat. I love the deaf grandpa. That's so cool. They're using sign language with each other.
Yeah.
You don't see that in movies. And I don't know if the sign language is legit because I don't speak sign language.
Yeah, and I think it might be a combination of real sign language and their own kind of gestures. Because some of it looks really legit, and then other signs they do don't look legit.
But I like it just because it plays well with his hearing shit.
Yeah. I love the song he makes here. Is he slow? Is he slow? Was he slow?
I did not get this part. I don't get like why he needs to have these fucking tapes though.
I think he just likes to. Maybe it's.
They're not even full length songs though. It's not like you can release them to a radio station or anything. They're just fucking like the weirdest garage band that has no hope of ever being anything else.
I think maybe he just does that to kind of make sense of things that have happened.
I guess it must be. It must be the custodian of his past because he can't do anything with them. Usually it's just like loops of a guy saying one sentence.
Yeah.
Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby.
What did you think of the little romance between these two?
It's pretty good, but it's kind of stereotypical damsel in distress shit, and I fucking hate her hair. I hate her hair.
You hate her hair?
Yeah, I don't like it.
She's not really in distress, I don't think. Like, he's in distress more than her.
What value does she have as a character other than being his love interest? Think about that. She's
yeah, but I think
we don't know anything about her, dude. We don't even get a backstory. She's just like, oh, I love you, baby driver. Like, I'll be your plot device.
It's very old fashioned noir kind of thing going on between the two. That's what I love about this movie.
It doesn't pass the Bechdel test, buddy. For sure, doesn't pass the Bechdel test.
Well, yeah, I think you need two women even to do that test.
Have we talked about the Bechdel test? I think we have.
I don't think. Did we talk about it?
Basically, the Bechdel test kind of it shows sexism in movies. It's if a female character doesn't have any motivation besides what the main male character wants. If they don't have at least like one scene where they're talking about something that they want that's aside from the plot, then it fails the Bechdel test. And it just goes to show that like women are kind of used as props in movies in comparison to men. So men get like these nice grounded motivations, and then women are just like, I love you, so I'll follow you through this movie even though nobody gives a fuck about me.
Yeah, I think it's something like it has to have more than two scenes where two women are talking about something other than a man.
Yeah. Anyway, this movie would fail the fuck out of it. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Like the two, I guess they do meet a little bit. Just in the diner scene, the two female characters in the show meet. Jamie Foxx is full asshole mode in this movie.
I think everyone is full asshole mode in this movie.
Yeah, but Jamie Foxx takes to a whole another level, I think.
Did you notice that Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers is in the first heist?
No.
Yeah.
I did not.
I love when he calls him out. He's like, "Hey, is this kid even listening?" And then he reads back the entire...
Yeah, like verbatim.
Yeah.
The whole conversation verbatim. And that's what I mean. You think that he would have been impressed by that and being like, oh shit, I don't have to worry about this kid. He knows his shit. But he just keeps the grudge.
I think that's what tough guys do. I think there's a certain amount of stupidity you've got to inject in yourself to be really, really, really tough.
Oh my god, I love this Michael Myers thing. The guy gets the Austin Powers masks instead of the Michael Myers Halloween mask.
But you know what I mean with the Jamie Foxx thing? Like, you gotta be able to shut off your brain and just blindly hate things to stay, like, on the offensive.
Yeah, and he also does say that thing about feelings. Like, you catch feelings.
And you die.
In this line of work, you catch a bullet, something along those lines.
Okay, so with this Army Ranger, and I'm just gonna have to cut out the weirdest burp there. I was talking and I burped me. Whew. It's okay, it's just green tea. But this fucking Army Ranger that they back into, is that supposed to be like your run-of-the-mill American war hero that they fucked up and ran into, or is this guy paid off to...
I think it might just be your run-of-the-mill American that they run into. I don't think he's even a vet.
I was waiting for them to find out that he had been paid by a guy, just because he chases them, man.
Oh,
he fucking chases armed...
This guy is in full vigilante mode here.
It's insane.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I think that's Edgar Wright just talking about American culture there.
Yeah. Because you never know. Have you seen Rambo. I watched this fucking movie or this video that someone posted, and this guy goes into a convenience store with a gun and tries to rob the clerk, and all 4 people in the convenience store pull out their own guns, and like one guy shoots him in the leg and he hits the ground, and everyone else just has their weapons drawn on him, and they start calling the cops. This is the craziest shit.
Oh, they got a lot of guns down there, man. They got a lot of guns.
It's like, holy fuck.
My dad went down to California for a few years, and within like a year of being down there, he had a .357 Magnum under his pillow. I think it's an infectious kind of thing. It was totally illegal as well.
Guns.
Oh, my dad's gonna get arrested now. That'll be fine.
Like the name of the coffee shop that he goes to, Octane.
Oh, that's a terrible name for a coffee shop.
Well, no, because it's just in theme with like the whole driving thing. High Octane.
Yeah, this movie's kind of absurd.
But it revels in its absurdity.
Yeah, but also it's got to stay fun. And I think like this first bit, I'm waiting for the payoff for the third act. I think it's gonna be really cool. And then what they did with it was so fucking disappointing.
Wait, are you talking about the climax or the ending or both?
The climax.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of.
And the ending was whatever.
Yeah, I liked the ending. I was kind of like when I was watching it for the first time, I kind of got really invested in him getting away, but then it's kind of unrealistic.
Yeah,
and it's also like, what kind of life is that anyway? Just evading the law for the rest of your life? That's kind of shitty.
Also, he's getting the car. So one of the guys died.
Yeah, the stupid guy who bought the wrong masks and left his shotgun behind.
Yeah, they killed him, and then they put him in a car, and then they smushed the car. But like, if you smush a human body inside of a car into like that tiny cube, isn't there gonna be a fire hydrant of fucking blood that just sprays out?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. There would be some kind of.
You got liters of it. And if you pack it into like 3 tons of pressure, it's gonna squirt, bud.
Yeah.
I'm close to come.
That's Svetlana Squirts.
Svetlana Squirts. That's her last name?
That's her porno name. I'm Svetlana Squirts. I do spray cam. I shoot far.
People have no idea what we're talking about.
You had it at the beginning of the podcast. You gonna tell me you're gonna cut that out? That's gold.
It's something.
It's bronze, maybe.
Here we go with the cutesy bullshit with the 2 main characters. I don't know. She's so fucking starry-eyed, which totally is their decision. But like on purpose.
Yeah.
It's just so. Do people meet at a diner? Do people really do this anymore? This fucking happens.
I mean, I'm sure it's not common. I'm sure it happens.
I don't know, man. I feel like people aren't.
Where do people meet? Do they even meet in person nowadays, or is it just swipe left or swipe right?
I think people meet. People still meet. It's just, I think timing is everything, and also, like mutual attraction, right? And that's what I'm mortified about, like approaching women. Well, I haven't had to do it in a while, but always it's that fear of the not reciprocated attraction. I could never get over that.
Yeah.
It's that blow to the ego.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough out there.
I was I've watched a video that basically like there's guys that approach 20 women at a time and they don't get hurt by rejections, so like they're the ones getting dates, and then there's a guy that doesn't approach anyone because he doesn't want to like bother you or whatever. So I was talking about how women should approach men more often because men get a fucking bum rap. And it's like, also, do you really want to date the guy that just approaches every single woman that he runs into?
Yeah.
It's a numbers game.
That's a good point.
But whatever. That guy obviously has the bigger biological drive. He's alpha male. Me and you, Darren, we're just little betas.
Hey, I have the drive, okay? I just don't have I got the gas pedal. My foot can't reach.
Hey, oh. We don't need to air your dirty laundry out the podcast.
Huh?
So by gas pedal and foot not reaching it, are you talking about the clitoris?
No, I'm talking about what you were talking about.
Okay, that's all we need to know. Thank you.
I was talking about like I have the desire to drive the car.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm too scared to drive the car.
The question has been answered. Thank you. It was a satisfactory response.
Satisfactory?
I like this dinner to go to the swankiest restaurant in town and just happen to run into his old boss.
It's the finest wine and dining and all the wines and dines.
Is there one restaurant in, where are they, like fucking Chicago or some shit? there's like one restaurant that you go to?
But this restaurant is the finest wining and dining of all the wine and dines.
It doesn't look that fine. It's not even on like the 30th level of a fucking hotel or anything.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe they're like, they have 3 Michelin stars.
This looks like a spaghetti factory.
It looks a little bit nicer than a spaghetti factory. I think the lights are a little bit lower than the old spaghetti factory.
Hey, bada boom, bada bing.
Hey, Giuseppe, how long at table 42? They're waiting for the fettuccine.
Hey, how you can eat garlic bread all night, baby driver. Didn't look that swanky.
This is more. It's not as swanky as Goodfellas Pizza.
I'm watching Ray Donovan.
Oh, I've been wanting to get into that. I watched the first episode.
So good. And this fucking one guy from Boston is just really bad with women. So he's like trying to ask this girl out, and he like gets up and leaves. She says like hi, he says hi, and then he gets up and leaves, and he like turns around, he's like, "Hey, you like spaghetti?" That's I asked her out. I loved it.
Have you ever seen what We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah.
Do you like biscotti? Have some biscotti.
That movie had the grossest ending ever. This vampire's been in love with a lady for like 70 years, and then he just marries like her old version of herself.
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
Have some biscotti. That's like one of my favorite parts. I fucking love that movie.
And we've lost everyone. People are like, I haven't seen Ray Donovan. I haven't seen fucking What We Do in the Shadows. I'm trying to hear about Baby Driver. What I'm telling you, people out there, or one person that's listening to this, it's not me, is that Baby Driver is not that fucking great.
I like it. I enjoyed it. It's enjoyable. I bought it a couple days ago.
How about when he gets time off his fucking prison sentence because the cashier lady talks about, like, it's like he was warning me with his eyes not to go in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gotta take 5 years off for eye warnings.
Well, they sentenced him to 25 years, I think, but they give him a shot at parole after 5.
Yeah, based off of him stealing a car but throwing the purse back.
Well, I think that just because people have been killed in this situation, that they would not have gone that easy on him.
Fuck no, Darren.
Because he's an accessory to murder.
Yeah.
If people hadn't died, I think it would have been a little bit more believable. But because he's an accessory to murder,
the only angle that you would be able to play is that your boss said that if you left or told anyone that you would be killed.
And that's pretty much, that is what happened.
But they play up all this shit about him throwing the purse and stuff. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, he couldn't
No, because
leave.
That's just on top of it, though, because his foster dad talks about how he got mixed up.
Which is the only part that matters. That's the only part that matters.
Yeah. Well, I think I think they do take into consideration character and remorse and stuff like that. But just the fact that, like, as Jamie Foxx kills the, first of all, there's that huge shootout in the warehouse when they go to buy guns. And then Jamie Foxx, Bats, his name, the character's name, Bats, he kills the security guard. So he's right there. He's accessory to multiple murders. Mm-hmm. And that's big time jail sentence.
Yeah. As we're watching, this is the third time that I've seen this movie now. It's like, I'm not sure if I like how unrealistic a lot of this is. Like, I get it. It's kind of like, who's the guy that does Grand Budapest Hotel and stuff?
Wes Anderson?
It's kind of like a Wes Anderson unique reality in that sense. Like, everything serves a purpose. But at the end of the day, because this one didn't pay off, now I'm starting to see, like, all the effort that went into the other things. And maybe it was studio interference, or maybe they just couldn't figure out the proper ending. It's just all this fucking awesome build up for kind of a dumb climax.
Yeah, when John Hamm's character shows up with the cop car was kind of a little bit over the top for me.
Yeah. What are these? Okay, so they're going for their next heist, and Baby Driver doesn't like Jamie Foxx. Duh. And he gives him the goggles, the purple goggles.
Yeah.
So I think that there must have been a bigger scene to do with those goggles, because there's not really a payoff with them. They wear them for about 3 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, maybe everything was supposed to be black, and they were supposed to wander around, and it kind of bloated that part. But it really, for the amount of time that they spend being like, oh, you need these goggles. You need these goggles real bad, or else you're not going to be able to do the heist. And then they get in there.
Well, it's because they blind the CCTV cameras.
Oh. I missed that part.
Yeah, they blind the cameras. I'm pretty sure Jamie Foxx kills that fucking gas station attendant for the gum.
You think so?
Because you see him behind the counter, and then he comes into the car with all the gum, and Baby looks up back through the store, and you can't see the guy anymore.
Maybe. I wouldn't put it past him, really.
Exactly,
like,
yeah. And I think it's kind of...
Well, that's the total heat bag, too, is to, on your way to a fucking heist, rob a convenience store.
For gum?
Yeah. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, they would fucking... Realistically, if you're about to do a heist and a guy committed a small burglary that had the cops after you with, like, a camera on your license plate, you'd fucking kill Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, and the job would be off.
Yeah. These guys are stupid. Also, this scene kind of confused me a bit, because at the end, Kevin Spacey's like, these guys work for me, and Jamie Foxx is like, they're the cops. Shouldn't you have told them, hey, they might look like cops, but they work for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is kind of a weird
And
situation.
maybe also if you're gonna bring stolen police assault rifles and grenades to an illegal weapons deal, maybe take them out of the Atlantic City Police Department boxes. It says APD all over these boxes, and that's what tips bats off.
Another thing is that if you're selling weapons to 4 guys, why do you need to have 60 grenades set up? Hey, I hear you're robbing a bank. You want 65 grenades?
What does he call them? He calls them sausages.
Because
he's the butcher, right?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad he died.
Got your picnic roast here.
You got your sirloin? Man, I want a fucking gun. Shut up. Shut up. Why would they do that? No, not in real life.
Okay.
If you went to your seedy drug dealer and he's like if you're trying to buy pot and he's like, oh, you want some pumpernickel? You want some pumpernickel?
You want some rye? This rye is straight fly. I got the fly rye.
You want some Millennium Falcon? No, man, I want some pot. Shut up.
I think maybe that's in case they're wearing a wire. Big man, I was selling them cuts of pork.
As an Atlanta police officer, you went to a warehouse with just 5,000 pounds of fucking veal cutlet. We need to talk real quick about these actors. I fucking love John Hamm. I watched all of Mad Men. I think I've seen almost every movie he's been in. He's an awesome actor, but I don't like that he never gets to be a leading man and shit. I feel like John Hamm could be a great good
John
guy.
Draper's a fucking leading man.
Yeah, I want to see him break into movies. I really don't like the characters that he has to play right now, and I don't know if he chooses them or what's going on, but I haven't seen a satisfying movie role where he gets to be a good guy. He's all bit parts and bad guys. Maybe that's what he wants to do. Jamie Foxx is a fucking wicked actor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about this girl. She does an okay job, but again, really one-dimensional kind of sex object shit.
Yeah, she definitely nails that role. Just gonna throw that out there.
Okay, all right, Darren, keep it in your pants.
It's in there. Don't you worry.
You can't even hit the gas pedal with your foot, buddy. So.
Hey. Okay. All right, it was a failed analogy. I get it.
You cannot make them close to come.
I was talking about approaching women.
You were talking of the penetrative sex?
Close to come. You have to leave that opening bit in here now, or people will not know what the fuck we're talking about.
I gotta stop doing it. I just enjoy doing the voice so much. I guarantee there is a Romanian sex worker somewhere in the world that talks exactly like me.
Exactly like that?
She smokes like 2 packs a day. She's
if she smokes 2 packs a day, it's got to be more guttural.
No, because I have a man's voice, Darren. That's got to be as deep as it can get for a
I can't do it.
I'm fucking cutting that out for sure. What are you doing?
Oh, fucking hurts to laugh.
Jesus Christ. Stop. There's important shit happening.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So they go back to Kevin Spacey, who was a fucking, let me remind you, a drug kingpin and heist manager. And they just killed a bunch of cops on his payroll. He's like, hey, I'm pretty mad about that. The job's off. And then Baby Driver's like, no, I can do it still. And he's like, okay, the job's on. And if anyone leaves, you're in trouble. You may have killed 4 of my workers and ruined this heist, but we'll still try it. Is that? I don't know if I was doing Kevin Spacey there. It was all right. I'll take it. But it's just like the he would fucking kill everyone. He would kill all of them, and then he would leave to Bermuda before shit got fucked up. No drug boss or crime dude gets to the top by being a little pussy bitch.
Yeah. Well, I think there's some interesting contradictions with Kevin Spacey's character.
In that he's a molester and he doesn't molest anyone? Baby, come meet me in my study. We're gonna have to go over the plans. AKA, oh yeah, funny thing about the plans is they're located on my penis.
Oh, fuck.
And then they find the tapes,
Mr.
like,
Spacey.
it's just, it's a fucking rock slide of reasons why they shouldn't do this heist anymore. Baby tries to leave, they bring him back upstairs, they find that he's been taping them, and nobody puts a fucking bullet through his head.
Yeah, no shit. They would have just killed him right off the bat.
Ugh. You know, Pablo Escobar, or whoever the fuck is the kingpin, not Pablo Escobar, I think he's done. But whoever's the kingpin in, like, Mexico, they're dropping 30 severed heads at the back of semi-trucks at one go. And this guy's fucking playing house with this fucked up, mentally disabled driver. Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking
He's
chance.
not mentally disabled.
Yeah, he is.
He couldn't drive like that if he was mentally disabled.
He can barely string a sentence together. Fuck's sake. Oh, here's where he gives her the look. Don't go in there.
Don't go in. And she's oh.
All he does is slightly shake his head. She has an anxiety disorder for sure.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, this guy looked at me on the subway and he shook his head. And I knew I couldn't go to work that day. She goes tarot card readings, the fucking palm reader.
Boom! Jimmy Fox gets fucked.
Oh! And the one thing that I don't like about John Hamm in this movie is that there's about 3 scenes where he just stands in the middle of fire shooting guns at like 4 people and they don't get him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not ducked behind anything. He's just standing straight up. He's like 6 feet tall and nobody can fucking wing him.
Nobody can hit him. This is fucking stormtroopers, man.
Yeah.
Can't hit shit.
This chase sequence is awesome.
Yeah.
I would give
one thing, though, was kind of like, so he's not just an amazing driver, but he's also a bit of a parkour enthusiast.
Well, it's like, you know, that those idiot savants, like the guy with autism that can draw like city landscapes over the course of 2 hours just straight from memory. Yeah, he's like that. He's definitely got,
I guess.
He's definitely got Asperger's.
He's got Asperger's. You gotta post It Comes at Night. I really like that episode. I think it's time to post.
Alright, maybe.
Just gotta do it. It's good.
Well, we can't post it until after we get through all the Star Wars bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean after that. We also still have to post a few other those episodes that we have.
Here we go. Scene number 4 where she's holding 2 submachine guns.
Yeah, and they light her ass up.
She weighs 100 pounds. Those things would have been over her head in like a second and a half.
Yeah.
But it's just like 30 cops. John Hamm standing straight up once again, not gonna die.
Yeah, no, you can't really take this movie. Like, it's definitely not a realistic portrayal of.
I want to know. I want to know what a movie looks like where people shoot at a realistic accuracy rate. I want to know what that movie looks like. There's some great movies where a gun gets shot once and it's drama and it's fucking terrifying. But it's like shit like this is just kind of it annoys me after a while when there's been like 1,000 rounds of ammo shot and 2 people have died.
Yeah.
Show me some fucking collateral damage. I want to see an old lady get shot in the fucking
Well, only one of those two people who are dead actually were killed by gunfire as well.
Yeah. It's just it's a thing. It's as I get more jaded and older, it only gets worse. I get more and more mad about it.
Do you throw popcorn at your TV? And yell at it?
You stupid TV. Show me a good movie. I really like that Tom Hardy movie. I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but I think James Gandolfini's in it. And they end up, a gun gets fired one time. The Drop. Fucking
So
excellent
fucking
movie.
good.
I love movies like that, man. I'm getting into the gritty stuff because that's the way real life is, man.
Great.
You can get fucking punched in the back of the head and die from hitting the concrete, but in movies like this, you can do a fucking full karate fight sequence, running away from 30 cops that are shooting at you. It's fucking stupid. Human beings are fragile sacks of blood, and we're about like a 1/4 inch incision from death at any given second.
Yeah. No, it's definitely silly. But the movie's supposed to be silly.
Movies are supposed to be just documentaries.
No, this movie specifically though, it's supposed to be kind of crazy, over the top nonsense.
You gotta pull it off. Like, think of a movie that's kind of like this that really worked.
I think this movie works in most aspects.
This is when it starts to get annoying. Is when John Hamm becomes the Terminator.
Yeah, yes, that's a perfect way to describe it. It really irritated me.
Because you have a bunch of cool characters, and this could have resolved it in any, like, a million different ways, but this way is just kind of stupid.
I really liked the diner scene though. when Baby
tense.
shows up and John Hamm is in the diner waiting for him, and you don't see that coming.
Well, and the first time that you watch it, I thought that maybe the girlfriend was going to get killed.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have to pay that price for fucking around. I'm trying to think of... Okay, Fight Club. Fight Club is a lot like this movie in that it sets up a lot of strange synchronicity, like kind of fantasy shit. But then the payoff at the end of the movie is amazing.
Oh yeah, Fight Club is
Perfect,
unfucking
concise. Like, there's no bloating in that movie, and I think that kills good movies is bloating. Like the new Transformers: Age of Extinction, which I think I've talked about like 5 times in this podcast, and we've only done like 11 episodes. It's 2.5 fucking hours long. Like, it's not Lord of the Rings. There's not that much plot to get through. Robots fighting other robots. The world gets saved. The end. An hour and a half, please. This movie is like 20 minutes too long.
I've only seen the first 2 Transformers movies. I gave up after the second one.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I keep watching. I think I've seen almost all of them. No, I haven't seen the first Marky Mark one. I actually enjoyed the first 2.
I enjoyed the first one, and there were parts of the second one I liked, but I just feel like it was just... I don't know, there were too many moments of silliness with, like, humor. Like those 2 short Transformers.
Yeah.
With, like, golden teeth.
They just threw shit at the wall.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And the second one was really long as well. Michael Bay's a fucking asshole.
Yep. Michael Bay, if you're listening, do everyone a favor and stop making movies.
And
just stop.
We gotta talk about Kevin Spacey. Here is that Kevin Spacey, the crime kingpin, that said that he would kill everybody that Baby Driver loves and break his legs to make him keep driving for him.
Yeah.
Is finally confronted at the end of the movie when Baby Driver is running away from the police, and gives him back his tapes, which he said he couldn't have. First he says, you can't have the tapes back. You're dumb. And then he sees that Baby Driver has a girlfriend, and he's like, oh, you guys are so cute. I can't do this.
Yeah, he's like, oh, look at you two.
He gives him the tape. He takes him downstairs, The cops are coming. He's like, "Don't worry, I'll hold them off." And then he gets killed for being a good guy.
And he gives him a bag of money, too.
Yeah. He's a fucking sociopath through most of the film, and then all of a sudden he just changes his tune for no fucking reason.
All of a sudden he turns into Daddy fucking Warbucks.
Yeah, like this guy's kryptonite is just if you bring a girl and make her pretend to be your girlfriend, he'll just give you $100,000. Yeah. You guys are so cute. I've got to give you this.
And then he sacrifices himself on top of all of that
to Terminator John Hamm.
I'll be back, baby. I'll be back, baby.
So they left him
Hasta la vista, baby.
They left him at the diner, and then they have the weirdest fight scene.
They do. They're talking about in the carport, the parkade.
Yeah,
yeah, it's super weird.
Like they don't even. Go ahead.
Well, they're ramming his car. They're ramming John Hamm's car off the edge, and it falls and it crashes and it catches on fire, and you think it's over, and then they pull 80s slasher movie shit on the audience.
He rolled out,
jumped out of the car at the last second. Like, fuck off.
Like, to what purpose? To what purpose is he still alive? Just for that little whammy? Fuck off.
So ridiculous.
And then after all that bullshit of running away from the cops, etc., he just gives up and he goes to jail.
Well, he's boxed in. I mean, he's not going anywhere. There's cops behind him on one side of the bridge.
What was the 20 minutes of movie about if he ends up going to jail? Like, if they were telling this as a true crime story, they'd probably skip that whole 20 minutes to be like, yeah, he's arrested, blah, blah, blah. The end.
Yeah. I think that's just to, like, pull one over on us audience members on a first watch.
This whole movie pulled one over on me, bud. That I wasted a fucking time with it.
I thought you liked it. You said you liked the movie, but the third act had a weak. You said that they had a weak third act, but overall you enjoyed the movie. That's what you told me.
Yeah, but that's the crux of the problem, Darren. Is that, like, how do you watch a movie that you like 2/3 of multiple times?
Yeah, I see your point.
Maybe I could just shut it off after he goes to the diner with John Hamm. All right, so have you added this to your DVD collection?
Yeah, actually, I bought it a couple days ago because it was really cheap on Amazon. So I took a price match over to Best Buy and got it on cheap.
Sweet.
So I picked it up. I also bought American Hustle. It was like $6.
American Hustle's good.
Yeah, it's
I like
really
that
good.
movie. Old chubby Christian Bale. My favorite version.
He just fluctuates his weight like crazy, man.
Yeah, apparently it's like really hard on his heart.
Yeah,
he shouldn't do it. But he's a good actor, so whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not adding this to my DVD collection because it'll be on Netflix because it's not going to stand the test of time as well as other movies. So anytime I want to see it, I know that I'll just be able to turn on Canadian Netflix. Even Canadian Netflix, it'll be on.
Yeah, Canadian Netflix is... I think we get a lot of movies that American Netflix you have to pay for because American Netflix has 2 different subscriptions. They have a DVD thing.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you, America.
So some of the stuff on Netflix isn't available under the normal subscription.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to actually like rent the movie, I think. Which is bullshit. So glad we don't have that. But they have HBO Go or HBO Now, whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay, so this information is getting less and less entertaining to me. So I'm just gonna say goodbye, everybody. Darren, do you have any closing remarks about Baby Driver? Even close to come.